G'day and hi everyone, it is Milmo here and I am back for a little bit of a character update. As you can see there in number 2 there with my Morgan. Should have I been first? Yes, I should have. Work definitely restricted me. I started off with 260 raid cans, end up finishing up with 144, so I still had 144 raid cans, had plenty of gas left in me, but unfortunately work got in the way. The whole time this tournament was on, I had long shifts and things like that, so I couldn't put as much time into it as I wanted, and I actually had to fight back late to even, I guess, get close to Roland there, who's number 1. Congrats to him, he's a great player and he well deserved. Unfortunately, I at one point was in front, but I had to go to work, so I couldn't keep adding on. And as you can see here, I just want to point this out, top 5 there, look at those representing the ADS, represent 4 of the top 5 there in my faction. My guys went hard, not because we wanted the actual prizes, you know, that was a bonus, getting the Carls and the Obersons and things like that, but because we were trying to build up our anniversary tokens to get these other 5-star openings. I think a few of us want that blue Tyrese, so we're trying to build them up, and that was a reason why I actually stopped at 12,000. That 12,000 points there was purely because I got enough tokens for the 3 openings, so I just stopped. Like I said, 144 cans I had left, so I could have definitely took first, but in saying that, I'm not taking away from what Roland done. He absolutely done great. It was just unfortunate that I worked and I couldn't be there throughout the tournament going hard. I definitely had the gas, but unfortunately not the time, so I settled for second. I honestly didn't care about the characters. Margaret in first, I wouldn't have used her. I'm going to be honest, I won't use any of these characters. I wouldn't use them. Not saying they're not good characters, they are good characters, but I've pretty much got these set teams, so they would just really be used for scavenger missions and also level up tournaments and things to get those extra points. Like I said, Margaret had the same leader skill as the Wanderer, so I didn't really, nothing interested me in that regards. And then she had the 450 damage to one enemy, and all teammates get plus 50% attack for 2 turns with that very fast 45 AP rush. So not a bad rush, but like I said, I probably wouldn't have used her, and it wasn't, I guess, enough for me to miss or take off work. I thought about it. I honestly thought about it. I was like, if I take off work, I will have this tournament down pat. But ultimately, Margaret wasn't, I guess, tempting me enough that I would call in sick for work, so I definitely went into work. Guys, don't call in sick to work when you're not sick. Not cool. Definitely not cool. So I ended up in second, as you've seen, with this Oberson, and he's not an overly bad character. Like I said, I won't use him. I won't use him. I wouldn't have used Cara. I wouldn't have used Margaret. I wouldn't have used them, but I was trying to get those anniversary tokens so that I could show you guys a few openings, and I was hoping to get more than 2, and I ended up with the 3, and I just kept going because I feel like some of the characters in those openings are quite alright, and I value them more than these characters. But in saying that, whether I would use them in my main teams is another question. That's what I talk about when I say I won't use them. It's whether I'll use them in my main teams, which is the question. So Oberson here is the normal AP, the 75 AP there for the rush, and then he's pretty much a healer. He does the 60% max HP, which is nice. Like I said, anything in that 60% or 50% and above in HP is a really nice stat to be having, and then plus 30% attack for 3 turns. So that, you think about Margaret was plus 50% attack for only the 2 turns, so you got an extra turn here with plus 30%. So not much difference, a bit of difference. Which one would you prefer? It depends on your team, ultimately. And then he's got the parting shot, so no leader skill, just the parting shot. He's honestly not that bad of a character. Personally, he won't be going in my top team, but he's not that bad of a character, and I'm sure I will find a use for him somewhere. I don't have one of him, or I didn't have one of him. I now have one of him, so I'm happy with that tournament. Absolutely happy that I got the 3 120,000 anniversary tokens, so I've got enough for 3 openings of those. And essentially, I'm now, for that tournament, for all the raid cans I put in, like I said, I started off with 260, ended up with 144 left. So for all those raid cans I put in, not only did I go up rep, but I also essentially got 4 5-stars for the price of 1. And what I mean by that is, in normal raid tournaments where you use all your refills, you get 1 5-star if you're up in the top 5. For this one, I'm getting 4 because I'm getting Oberson and the other 3 from the anniversary tokens. So to me, it was well worth it. Unfortunately, time restrictions prevented me from going for that first, but overall, it is what it is. Thanks for watching.